Hello and welcome back to our Orc Shaman series, and indeed we are now fighting yet another one of these wonderful humies, and they're gonna take it. Oh yeah, they're gonna take it real good. Obviously I'm talking about our spells, you know. I'm actually going to be purchasing a new spell in the episode as well. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. I am just trying to spend some time doing something so that some of the marketplace funds can regenerate a little bit, because as it stands right now, it's pretty much bankrupt 100% of the time, because I'm going back there and I'm selling stuff and it's just not enough, unfortunately. It really isn't. One thing that I want to do that has been brought to my attention, which I am going to try and see if I can make work, and that is the donating prisoners for influence. And that sounds really good. I've actually attempted to do that in the past, but sometimes I'm just unable to donate the prisoners to the dungeon for reasons. I don't know. Sometimes it's just because you're not allied in the appropriate fashion. Maybe because we are indeed allied in the appropriate fashion now, because of course we're a mercenary. Maybe that will make a difference, right? At least I can hope that to be the case. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is I am just going to tell my guys, we're going to tell them to go after, probably after the archers, I think. After the archers sounds pretty fun, right? So we'll do something like that. I'm going to use my ability right away. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And then Ardous Nails. We'll just cast that on our allies right here, so we can actually make them do a little bit more damage. Well, I don't even know. Does that actually increase their damage? I don't think it does. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out. Actually, I'm gonna have to check out the spell descriptions and stuff like that, because let's face it, a shaman literally not knowing what his spells do. I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure if that is actually in character, because let's face it, orcs. I don't know whether they. I mean, I know one thing where what is the superstition again? It's like that if they believe something is going to, you know, give them something or other, then it is actually going to give them that, you know. So for example, if they believe that, I don't know, the color green protects them from, I don't know, fire or whatever, then it's going to do that. But I think that's hilarious. That's exactly the kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure. Is that actually the case? I think that's so funny. But yeah. Anyway, we'll. Oh wait. I just got some spellcraft skill. How did I get spellcraft skill randomly right there? I have no idea. But well, I'm gonna try and get as many kills as I possibly can here. Nice. More two-handed skill for the wonderful two-handed here. And yeah, might as well use this. Someone said that healing spells are really good. I'm not sure if I even have access to a healing spell. I probably don't, let's face it. Oh, nice damage. Unfortunately, obviously, we're not really going to get much from this. You know, these kinds of, for some reason, damaging spells don't really seem to do too much in regards to, yeah, in regards to spellcraft. Ah, there we go. I actually just cast Ardous Nails. As you can see, it did give me 1 point. Only 1 point in spellcraft. Obviously, that's a little bit. Oh no, and we got another one. Look at that. How am I getting spellcraft skill by not even casting anything? It must be that spellcraft experience is being calculated whenever anyone that is buffed with Ardous Nails actually gets kills. I would assume that that might be the case. That would be extremely powerful. Okay, so here's the thing. The only reason why... actually, wait a minute. Do I even need to do that? No, not really. Okay, yeah. You know what we're going to do? I mean, I have a daily upkeep of teeth, but I'm not sure if that actually is necessary. You know what? We're going to take the prisoners, and we're just going to see how much we can actually make, if we can even donate them. Because let's face it, I'm not sure if we can even donate them at this point, because, well, as I've said, there are some weird stipulations sometimes that doesn't actually allow you to do that kind of stuff. So we'll see whether it happens. Are we gonna get... Oh, we're gonna get murdered. Hello. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, we got these guys. We got these guys coming for us. They are from a mercenary company, and this is going to be kind of interesting. I don't think we've ever fought any of these guys before. I could be wrong about that. Let me actually just take a quick look at my spells real fast, because I want to make sure I know exactly what this does. Okay, in other words, this basically just gives our guys a little bit of extra damage reduction, probably like, what, 20-25% damage reduction, something like that. And what do these things do? Yeah, that increases their speed, and then obviously Foot of Gork is big damage. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. And now, yeah, I still don't know what this actually does. I mean, obviously later on down the line, I assume it is going to actually provide us with buffs. So it's actually going to give us, you know, more damage for our people when they're buffed with it and stuff like that. Yeah, so I obviously haven't leveled up yet either, which is very sad. Yeah. 10% better killing when carrying a staff. Oh, that's pretty nice. 10% more damage. That's pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, I still need to loot some stuff, like, as in, I need to loot shrines and so on and so forth. I was actually making my way over there when the episode began. I did go to the Shrine of Mork first, of course, because we do need to continue praying there as much as we possibly can. But unfortunately, I got a little bit sidetracked, you know? Got a little bit sidetracked because we are, of course, wanting to, well, tackle these guys as best as we can. Okay, so first of all, let me see what happens. Okay. So we are... Yeah, it feels to me like what we're going to do is very nice thing that we're going to do kind of a lot of the time now. We're going to just go and engage the enemy's infantry. I feel like engaging their infantry is probably the best way we can deal with pretty much any Empire army right now. Because if we engage the infantry, we are going to have a... Well, basically we're just killing the shield, and then we can kill the sword. Because the archers are going to be the most damaging thing that they have available, at least in my opinion. So, let's cast this, and then we will cast this. Let me just make sure it's on most people. There we go. And now, maybe we'll get some spellcraft skill literally just by standing here. We might actually be getting that. That would be wonderful. I wouldn't mind, as I said to you before... I would love to get some, I think it's gemstones we need, right? Someone said that orcs have gemstones. They drop them, so I'm actually very interested in fighting a whole bunch of orcs. Unfortunately, we are orcs at the moment, so I'm going to have to fight a bunch of orc raiders. Unfortunately, orc raiders are, well, they're kind of annoying to find, and they are going to be quite... Well, shall we say, they're going to be quite quick on their feet. And that might be a bit of a problem. But yeah, as you can see right here, look at how insanely fast and simple it was for us to eliminate these guys. The question is, shall we switch? I think we should probably switch our targets right now. Let's switch our guys onto the archers, because now we can start crumping these Humies right in front of us. The ranged Humies, of course. The ones with the bows. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and we actually leveled up. Very nice. Okay, let me actually get this. Let me use Gaze of Mork to attack these guys. Wow, yeah, basically did nothing. That's obviously fine. It's not that big a deal, but yeah. Anyway, Arda's Nails, we really want to make sure that we can cast that again, because it does seem to provide us with some pretty decent spellcraft skill, so why not? Might as well cast it on cooldown. Despite the fact that it's probably not going to be that useful at the moment. Maybe it is, I don't know, but they're not really going to be taking that much damage at all, I don't think. Yeah, I really need to... Yeah, I really need to get my... I don't know, I mean, I was going to say, let's get our weapon enchanted, right? I think the main reason why I really want to get it enchanted is purely for the fact that we're going to get some really nice spellcraft skill from it, as we found out from our dwarf playthrough, from our runesmith. When we enchanted something, we gained a massive amount of spellcraft skill. And if you get a really high level one, right, a high level enchant, you can make things even better. So that's kind of what I was hoping to do. Okay, so let's just take these guys prisoner. I don't know what we're really going to get for that. We are going to get a load of prisoners, though. That's really nice. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to sort them by tier. Going to take the highest tier prisoners because they are going to be the ones that will provide us with the most, well, everything. And we are going to otherwise just level up these guys. Let me see. Goblin boss, okay, all of that. Okay, so we're still going to get 419, which is kind of nice. That's not too bad. And we're going to go into the town in just a second. Now, obviously, I have a significant amount of loot. The one problem that we're having right now is that I have so much loot, and if I donate this loot to the quartermaster, it's not actually going to do anything for the next stage of the quest, as far as I'm aware, because I'm pretty sure the next stage of the quest, once we're done with this one, will, you know, basically be, you know, just, I don't know, 10 times as much loot that we need to donate or something like that. There's definitely going to be another loot-based objective. I would assume that to be the case at least. For some reason, what is going on here? Why are we being attacked so heavily? And these orcs are literally running away. Look at this. Look at these orcs right now. Have you ever seen so many cowardly orcs in one place? What's going on with them? They're running away. They're running away from a fight. They're running away from a fight, and indeed running away from helping out one of their own. All right. Well, that. I guess that's just how it goes. Yes, I think that's just how it goes. All right. So the question is, shall I level up my athletics skill, or shall I level up my two-handed skill? I kind of want to level up two-handed skill just purely because I feel like we should. Yeah, I'm going to level up two-handed, even though I probably shouldn't do that, to be honest, all things considered. But yeah, I'm going to do that. And then we can indeed get the last career point spec'd. That's quite nice. And yeah, just to give you an update on how we're actually doing in regards to the quest, this is all we need to do now. We just need to learn orc enchantments. So in other words, we need money, right? We need money and we need teeth. Teeth, pretty easy to get. Money is actually easy to get, but unfortunately we're just not having the opportunity to go back to the town at the moment because we're just being attacked constantly. And then otherwise looting shrines just takes time. It's not actually difficult. One thing that I would have liked to have seen actually in regards to looting those shrines is a just a small scene where you're just basically attacking, I don't know, attacking random enemies at the shrine, because, you know, just a little scene that just basically takes you into a place and you just fight some people and that's it. Because as it stands right now, all you're having to do, which is, don't get me wrong, for time's sake and effort and you know, expense in that regard, it's pretty good because you could just click a button and then you've looted it, you know, and you don't have to really worry about it too much. So that's obviously nice. But obviously, as it stands from a, shall we say, well, you don't really get much for it. You do get some teeth, you get some money. And I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, let's just see what we can do here. I'm going to go and attack these guys once again. Going to go for the infantry. This is going to be a bit of a tough one, but I am pretty confident in my Black Orcs. I don't really have a very strong character at the moment, as in Bruce's is not actually that strong. He's got some pretty nice buffing capability, but well, that's it. That's pretty much all. That's pretty much all he's got. So yeah, it might not be particularly useful, but as you can see right here, he is going to be doing some pretty massive damage in just a second. Let's do this, do that, Gaze of Mork, use that, boom, there we go, nice little bit of damage right there. And obviously Call of the Great Green is going to be coming in just a second. Yeah, as you can see, the archers are attempting to skirmish with us, which I don't really appreciate that much. I'm not a big fan of that, thank you very much. So we'll see what we can do, because obviously Gaze of Mork is going to be coming back in just a second. Let's try and kill this guy if we can. Nice, nice, nice. Get him. Oh, barely. Really not able to kill him. I'm actually really surprised we weren't able to at least eliminate him a little bit there. We really had a hard time doing any damage. This is surprising. Alright, so Gaze of Mork, let's use it. Okay, there we go. Nice. A little bit of damage. We did get some spellcraft. Okay, that's okay. That's not too bad. We've got 15 seconds until our class ability comes back. That should be absolutely fine. Knocking these guys down. It's actually hilarious. Knocking people down is so easy for us now because we have Show of Strength as well. If you recall, we got Show of Strength in the previous episode. And that really makes a huge difference. It really does. It's super, super amazing. Okay, so we'll just do that. We'll wait until we have this back as well. Yeah, I feel kind of useless, to be honest. I mean, not really useless as in, yeah, we're absolutely just not doing anything, because I am actually, you know, contributing a little bit of damage here and there. But I feel like I am not doing as much as I potentially could. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, this is actually not working. This is not what we wanted. Let's... Wait a minute. Where are the archers? No, oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I'm not sure what's happening here right now. I'm a little bit worried about this. Kind of hoping they're going to save me. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to block a little bit. I'm just blocking in random directions right now, and just trying to make sure that I don't actually get myself murdered super badly here. You know what? Okay, let's actually tell my guys just to charge in. I'm just going to tell them to charge in. I'm just going to be super aggressive here. Kind of need to, otherwise we're going to die. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Okay, kill this guy if we can. Okay, yeah, no, we're doing alright. Let's just do this. Okay, wow, really? One target? Oh, come on. Really, one target? That is absolutely awful. Okay, so yeah, if we can just kill these guys, I'll be pretty happy. I'm actually surprised what actually happened right here. I thought I was already targeting the infantry. Did something happen? Was I actually not targeting the correct party? I mean, we killed 300, they killed 100 of us. That is not particularly good. I could try to end the battle and then come back in. Or I could just have faith in my units. Should I just have faith in my units? I'm kind of worried about that, to be honest. It looks as though I didn't have to worry about it. As you can see right there, yeah, we absolutely slaughtered everyone. Not to worry there. Okay, yeah, so there you go. 75. Look at that. 75 renown. 94 influence. Very nice. And as you can see, we actually ended up losing 52 troops. Most of those were indeed goblins, however, so we don't really need to be super upset about that. But yeah, anyway, 75 influence? No, 75 renown. That's what we got. 75 renown. That's pretty nice. Okay, so the problem is we're now going to be basically running around with pretty much no space in regards to our prisoners, which I personally think is extremely bad. I think that's really bad. So I'm not... I guess I'll just take everyone. Yeah. Guess I will take all of the higher level prisoners here. And we're gonna have to try and see if we can get to the town, and then we'll donate as many people as we can. I'm just gonna take tier 4s and above. Alright, so actually we did get here over to the dungeon, and we can now do some stuff. So let's see how much we're actually gonna get, because of course I have 189 influence at the moment. It would be wonderful if we could well, get loads. 212. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's pretty insane. So we're going to be getting some pretty nice money from this, because obviously it's going to convert from being a mercenary. So let's do that, because I don't actually need teeth, as you can see. I don't actually need teeth. We're doing fine with that. Wow, look at my relation increase. My relation just increased with them massively as well. Charm skill. Yeah, the charm skill, it would have been insane with this particular action. I probably should have done that, to be honest. But yeah, we are going to be going for Heroic Leader here, because a 10% battle morale penalty to enemies when troops in your formation kill an enemy. That is insanely good. I've always loved that. And we're going to probably go for Shield Breaker here, despite the fact that plus 50% damage to mounts is kind of nice for this mod in particular, because enemy horses and other kinds of mounts are actually pretty strong. So the question is, do I care about that? I'm not sure. I'm going to go for the Shield Breaker though. I like that quite a great deal. And otherwise we are going to be... Do I really want to spec into Discipline? That's the question. Do I really want to spec into Discipline? I actually don't like how slow Faith and Spellcraft level up. Yeah, I actually, yeah, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of that right now. But yeah, what we can do is... I mean, here's the thing, yeah? We're going to have a hard time leveling up Endurance as well as Vigor to basically do anything, right? Because what we're going to have is baby stats. That is what we're going to get. We're just going to have baby stats pretty much the entire time. So I will just go for Discipline, I suppose. There's not much more I can really do here. And of course we do have a career point to spend, but unfortunately I can't really do much with that. So otherwise, let's take a look and actually see what's happening in here. Because, yeah, 13, oh no, only 13,000. I guess what I can do is I can buy some war mounts, but I don't think that's actually going to make any difference whatsoever to our speed. Oh, it does actually increase our speed? Very, very slightly. Yeah, very, very slightly. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's just do a little bit of, yeah, okay, fine, yeah. We'll sell all this. We'll sell a lot of that. 85 days, just get rid of all of that. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of grain as well, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so yeah, we can do, I don't even know what to really do here with selling this, but I guess we'll just do something like that. I guess what I could also do is we could buy some, like I did beforehand, we could just buy some really expensive piece and then just, you know, exchange stuff that way. We could potentially do that. But the question is that worth it? Is it worth it for me to do that? I don't know. Not really, to be honest. Because if I buy this, like for example, if I buy, I don't know, brass southern helmet or orc warboss shoulder things, for example, if I buy something like this or one of these things, it's going to depreciate really, really hard, right? Because if I spend 100,000 on this, it's not going to sell for 100,000, you see, because look at what happened to the Orc Warboss Ed plate. It's 3,000. It's 3,000 now in comparison to 25,000 what I spent beforehand. So that's the main issue here, you see. That's the main problem, because obviously I would want to get something better, right? I would want to get something better, but the way it looks like right now is not looking particularly good. So I'm not entirely sure if we want to do that, or if we want to maybe. Is there something better I can get here? Not really. That's the issue. Yeah, we're having a bit of a problem. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what to do here about that, because as I say, the depreciation value is just so harsh. I guess what I'm going to do is I will just wait here for some time, because I actually need to, first of all, as if we do actually go and get into any kind of other battle, we're not going to have a very good time if we go there with 80 of our troops being knocked unconscious. We're going to go and get a veterinarian, because a 30% daily chance to recover a lame horse is pretty nice, but there is also a variable chance to recover a mount from lost cavalry after battles, and that sounds really, really good. And this guy's obviously leveled up his steward skill, which is really nice. So let's get giving hands. That sounds kind of cool, right? That sounds pretty nice. And yeah, so otherwise I will be, I don't know whether I really want to, do I want to recruit these guys? Yeah, sure, I guess I will. We're going to get more goblins from that as well. I'm going to go to most of these places around here though, because I want to get black orcs as much as I can possibly handle, because those guys are going to be the thing that will actually primarily carry us to victory. Alright, so we've got the Wandering Merchant event here, and I actually saw a comment, thank you very much for this by the way, that basically if you give items to the Wandering Merchant, he actually has a pretty much no depreciation value, right? So every single thing that you sell to him is 1 for 1. So there's no trade penalty whatsoever with him, which is actually insanely good. Which basically means that if you go and you basically give, like as you can see right here, these Empire muskets, if you literally give those, they're 10,000 per one, and they are actually 10,000 per one. They are a normalized price, which I have to admit, I think is fantastic. And we can actually do some pretty crazy things with that. For example, I can literally go ahead and do this. I can literally go ahead and sell the uncommon plate gauntlets for 36,000. We can even sell the plate boots for 28,000. And look, I can literally sell them for that. I can sell them for 28,000. So if I wanted to, I would then be able to potentially get, I don't know, Black Grail Knight armor, or the Mucilon Knight of Misfortune Great Helm. You know, I could do any of those things. So for example, I could do this, and then I could just get another one of these, and then sell this, and there you go. And now I'm only spending 300 and I literally just traded that for a Black Grail Knight armor set, and I think that's pretty cool, to be honest. I think that's pretty cool, so thank you very much for letting me know about that, because I had no idea. So that is wonderful. And, well, there's not much more for me to really do here, so I guess I will just leave. I'm not sure if this is really going to get me anything, by the way. I'm not sure if it's going to be particularly useful, but might as well, right? Might as well. Anyway, we're actually getting about 26,000 every single day, thanks to the prisoner tip that I also received from the comments, so thank you very much for that too. Because obviously for me, I was just being an orc and thinking in single-mindedness. I was just going like, yeah, you know what? We're just going to eat our humies. Eat our humie prisoners every single time. And that's what we were going to do. So I didn't think about selling them, you see. I certainly didn't. So yeah, as you can see right there, we're making really, really good money. Let's loot the shrine. It's going to take a couple of moments to loot that. And there you go, 400 gold, 40 meat, 100 teeth. Pretty nice. And it's going to take another 5 days for us to, you know, get a refresh on that. Oh, let's go over there, actually. There is a town nearby, so might as well do that. I'd love to go into this Orc Raider hideout and maybe try and see if we can get some... Should I try to go in there and try to get some gemstone? I don't really feel very confident about doing that. Should I bother? I need to fight something, because otherwise we're going to lose war. You know, we're going to lose that. So I need to fight something. Unfortunately, it does look as though there aren't any vassals in the area. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Okay, so I decided to raid the Orc Raider hideout. Yes, it's a little bit of Inception right there. So yeah, we're actually doing a little bit of what they do. What they're doing. And yeah, we can't really do any like stealthy action with this, unfortunately, with the orc. So we're just gonna have to do things the old-fashioned way and just walk up to people and bash them in the face. That seems to be about it. And oh, hello. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. I just did a sneak attack. Did you see that? It said I just did a sneak attack. That's crazy. I had no idea that you could do that. Okay, that's really cool. Because it says that you can't do sneak attacks with orcs, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, that's pretty cool actually. All right, I thought you couldn't at least, but yeah. Anyway, once we're done here, I'm very much hoping that we're going to be finding at least 500 gemstones. Look at that! I did another sneak attack. That's fantastic. I love that. Okay, that is very, very cool. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing the I'm not going to do the duel, because I am literally using a two-handed that is very slow. So that's probably not going to work out too well, but yeah. Technically I could, I guess, but it would be kind of dangerous, and I'm not really very confident in my ability to do damage to a guy that is right in my face, because as we've seen, our two-handed is much, much better from further distances away. So we're not going to accept the duel. I don't fight duels with brigands. Unfortunately, we are going to be seeing a lot of people coming at us here. I'm going to just use some spells just to make sure that I'm going to get some spellcraft from it. I mean, why not, right? You know, why not? Might as well. And we're going to... Oh, look at that. Nice medicine skill. Cool. Okay. I'm kind of surprised we're actually gaining so much from this particular hideout. Usually, this is not going to happen. Usually we're just going to get, you know, the standard, just like a handful of points here and there, and that's pretty much it. But we did end up hitting some pretty nice milestones, to be honest. Okay, so we do get some more orc boys if we want to take them. The question is, do we want to take them? No, actually no. I would prefer not to, actually. So we're not going to. We're not going to do that right now. Let's see what we can get, though. Let's see. Yeah. No, that's not going to be particularly useful. I would, you know, I wouldn't mind getting some oh, we got some gemstones. Oh, okay. 3. Okay. Yes. Just 3. It's going to be a big pain, isn't it? Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a huge pain because I need to get 50 of those things, right? I need to get 50 of those things, and this is literally the only orc hideout I can see in this area. And, well, I could fight some orc parties, but orc parties are, for some reason, extremely fast, and I just can't catch up to them for some reason. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem in itself. That would be the main issue for us. Yeah. I kind of hope that maybe I don't know whether we're going to be able to, but maybe our orcish faction will decide to declare war against another orcish faction, and in which case we might get some really nice benefits from that. But it's not looking very looking very likely right now. Okay, 28,000. Actually, not very good. I kind of wish that they had gemstones for sale in the marketplace. You know, I would love to be able to do that. I think I said something similar to that effect in the dwarf series, basically just saying if there was an alternative way of gaining enchantment materials, then I'd be over the moon with that. That would be really, really nice. All right, just gonna get rid of everything that I can here. And, well, I have no prisoners or anything like that, so there's no point in me going into the quartermaster. I could go to the... That doesn't really do much for us, though, does it? The question is, how am I... Yeah, this is a problem. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do... see, that's the thing. Okay, look, this is what I was thinking right now. I should probably explain myself. Otherwise, you're just going to hear me making random sounds, and you're not going to know what's going on actually. So, basically, what I was thinking of is, how am I going to level up spellcraft to get to 200? What's the easiest way for me to do that? Well, casting buff spells and basically just doing battles and just casting spells over and over again. And yeah, generally we could do that. However, I then also thought, okay, well, what about enchanting? Yeah, well, yeah, as I said, enchanting is actually very effective at leveling up spellcraft. But again, I don't have any spellcrafting or, sorry, enchanting materials. I don't have any enchanting materials. So, of course, I'm not going to be able to do anything with that, which really makes a huge, huge problem for us, doesn't it? Yes. So, yeah, that's the reason, that's the reason why we're having issues. So, I think what we're going to do... all of these enchants are kind of terrible, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally buy random ones, right? I'm just going to buy random ones just so that I can actually end up using, or should I say not using, but getting the quest done, basically, right? And yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's basically done. I can, yeah, as you can see, these are my enchanting materials. It's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. As you can see right here, even the cheapest one. What the? Look at this. 45 gemstones. Why is it 40? Can I just ask, why is it 45? Why is it so expensive? I don't know. But whatever the case, I've now purchased enough enchantments so that at least that stage of the quest is done, and all I need to do now is wait 5 days in between. Yeah, as you can see right there. And so I just need to wait another 50, really? Yeah, I need to wait another 50 days. That's harsh, no? I think that's pretty harsh. There is another Orc Raider hideout over here. It is not actually in enemy territory, so I'm a little bit worried about losing the war meter. So I might try to find a vassal. Maybe? Or we can go... I mean, Orc... Okay, look. Orc auto-resolves don't actually, as far as I'm aware, maybe they do, but I don't think so. Auto-resolves don't actually keep the war meter high. I have attempted to do that in the past where I've literally just done auto-resolves, and it still ends up losing you the war meter. Alright, here we go. It's time for us to attack another Empire vassal. And, well, we've got a bit of a problem here. Yeah, a bit of a problem here. We got way too many goblins. We do have quite a few goblins in our army, actually, right now. This is a guy with about 250 or so. I was actually hoping we'd be able to get into a battle with someone that's a little bit, yeah, a little bit more, you know, a little bit more powerful or something like that. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Let's just throw this. A little bit of damage, nothing too dramatic, unfortunately. Kind of hoping for a little bit more than that, but oh well. You know, that's how it goes. Yeah, let's try and kill some of these guys, get our two-handed skill leveled up. Obviously, it's going to take quite some time to do that. We can use Gaze of Mork here as well. Nice, a little bit of damage. We did actually get a spellcraft point for that, or maybe we didn't, because, you know, the buff is actually kind of effective at giving us spellcraft skill somehow, in comparison to, you know, doing damage to that. I assume that the spellcraft experience gain has been tweaked so much that you're not going to get a significant amount from actually doing damage, because it is pretty easy. I mean, obviously it's pretty easy to do damage with your spells. Like, as you can see right there, I did damage to 4 enemies, and it's not even a particularly large radius. So I guess it kind of makes sense, right? I guess it kind of makes sense. I'm going to tell my people to charge in now. I feel like I am staying way too stagnant in my order giving, shall we say, because the commands that one needs to give, sometimes you need to adapt, and I do think that I am a little bit too static in that regard, as in I just let my people, you know, stay going after the infantry and stuff like that. That's the reason why we actually died in one of the previous battles, because I didn't adapt, you know, I didn't adapt on the fly as quickly as I should have. And so, you know, now that I've kind of come to terms with the learning process of that actually being a thing, because I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, well, there's primarily going to be a huge amount of infantry. So if I tell them to engage infantry only, it's not really going to be that much of a problem. But it turned out that it was. And obviously in larger scale battles, that will be an issue. That will be an issue. So that's the reason why I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to try to be a little bit more proactive in that regard. And so we're going to change that up a little bit and make sure that we're all good with it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. There we go. We're going to get that. Okay, now we're going to just take... Should I take all the prisoners? Should I take all the prisoners? Do I need food? I've got 29 days worth. Okay, you know what? Let's take tier 4s and above, as usual. And we'll let the rest of them go, and or kill them. Kill them and eat them. Yeah, there you go. All right, that sounds pretty good. Not too bad. And we do have 8,300 experience that we could get for this, or we could get money. Do we need money? Not really, but I'm gonna take all of these. Why not? Maybe it's gonna be useful when we actually get our hands on a town or something like that, right? If we're actually gonna get our hands on a town at some point, I mean, it would be nice. Maybe we should create our own faction. Do you think we should create our own faction in this particular series? Because obviously, in the previous Orc series, I stayed with actually this faction that we're with right now, which is quite funny. But yeah, I stayed with them, and I kind of feel like it might be quite fun to do something a little bit different. So maybe we want to do that. I'm going to go for another point in leadership here, because as I said, I would like Famous Commander, even though I don't know whether that really makes any difference, to be honest. I feel like maybe getting Famous Commander is basically pointless as an Orc, because your clan tier, despite the fact that your clan tier is... I mean, my clan tier is insanely... I mean, it's leveling up really, really fast, as you could see right there. I'm literally clan tier 3 already, and I didn't even realize. That's the funny part, you know. Most of the time, you're not really going to realize that it's leveling up, because you get so much, shall we say, party size, just from randomly attacking things, because obviously you're going to get your war meter. The war meter is, of course, the main deal here, because the more that you fight, the more that you get the war meter, the more war meter you have, the more party size you have. And so then it's even easier to fight things, right? So that's basically what I'm talking about here. Anyway, we're going to go and... No, not this. There we go. Going to go and do this. Why do I only have 30? Oh, yeah, I only took 30 prisoners. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Why did I not get the guy? he managed to escape or something like that. I assume he managed to escape. Okay, well, that's quite funny. I guess good on him, right? Good on him for being able to escape somehow. I'm not entirely sure how that even happened, to be honest, considering. But yeah, anyway, the main reason why I came back here actually is because I want to buy Brainburster. Yes, I want to buy Brainburster because someone said it's actually pretty fun. Hand of Gork is actually extremely useful as well. This is literally a teleport. I'm not sure how that really works, so I am going to buy it just for the sake of it, but I'm a little bit skeptical because I am trash at using these kinds of spells. So I wouldn't be surprised if I literally teleport every single person into a shall we say unpathable area and get everyone stuck. That is usually what would happen to me. So I'm kind of, yeah, you know, kind of a little bit worried about it, to be honest. Okay, so let me actually just add everything in here. Brainburster and all that wonderful stuff. Brainburster is like a big AoE as far as I'm aware, so I'm kind of excited to use it because I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, it's going to provide us with a really nice and simple way of generating spellcraft. Because if I can do, I don't know, about 50 to 100 damage to about, what, 20 people or something like that every 40 seconds, I feel like that is probably going to make a pretty significant difference to our leveling speed. At least I hope so. I don't know whether that will be the case, but let's try it out, shall we? I would love it if we could... are we actually going to... He's moving at 1.2. We're moving at 1.2. This is pretty... Oh, wait. Oh, we're faster than him in the daytime. That's hilarious. Okay, we're literally just like 0.1 faster than him in the daytime. Okay. So, am I... Yeah, I think we're fine. Okay. I didn't want to go in there and then be like, oh yes, my spell. I didn't equip my spell. Yeah, but no, I do have my spell equipped, so we should be absolutely fine. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so... Brainburster, there it is. Okay, so the Hand of Gork. Let me actually see how this works, because I want to try this out, obviously, as well. So the question is, what do I do? So if I teleport myself too, can I teleport myself as well? I think so, right? Oh, what? Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I thought it was a target, the people that you want to bring, and then... you know, confirm the destination, basically. All right, okay, well, there you go. See, now we've tested it out. Now we know how it works. So basically, it just teleports every single person. That's actually really overpowered. So that's very, very strong. Okay, so yeah, we are otherwise going to be just going for a nice little engage once again on the enemy's infantry, and we'll see how that works. Maybe it's going to be fun. I would like... I'd like a good opportunity to use Brainburster, so I guess we will try that out. Where are the enemies? Wow, they're actually... Wow, okay, very far away, surprisingly so. They're just playing defensive. Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun for them. Okay, yeah, well, there you go. Okay, let's play this. Play this. There we go. And then we'll just do a little... Gaze of Mork. There we go. A little bit of damage. A little bit of damage right there. And we'll do brain... Oh, it's very small. Alright, okay. Boom. I did 3,300 to 85... What? Really? That's not that much. That's actually not... That's actually not as much as I thought. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So 3,300 damage to 85 targets. I mean, I guess it's actually pretty nice. I mean, it does... I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, someone can do the calculation maybe. But I'm not entirely sure how much that is per target if we were to work it out. But whatever the case, that is... I mean, I guess it's okay. Because what you're going to get is you're going to get a huge number of enemy units that are damaged, right? Okay, let's do this. Boom. Oh, there it is. You see that? We literally did 2,000 magical damage to 56 targets. What's actually going on here? Come on, I'm just going to tell my people to charge in here because they're doing some random stuff now. Okay, so we'll do this. Hard as Nails is coming back sometime soon. Let's do this. I don't think that's going to actually do anything. Oh, look at that. I got 170 spellcraft somehow. Not entirely sure. I didn't do anything. I literally just cast Gaze of Mork to the ground. Not sure how that made a difference, but yeah, okay. Let's do Hard as Nails. There we go. Let's do that right there. And I believe... Yeah, I'm just going to cast Brain Burster again when it's back up. And I believe we're absolutely... Oh, hello. I see. What are you doing here? What are you doing here, guys? Okay, so yeah, we're just going to do some damage. Nice. Yeah, it's actually an explosion. It is literally an explosion. I didn't even realize that that was the case. But yeah, it is a literal explosion, as you might expect from the name Brain Burster, right? That's very funny. Okay, so yeah, let me just cast... I guess we'll just cast a Gaze of Mork. On who, though? Who are we going to cast it on? These guys? Yeah, I guess. Okay, well, that kind of worked. We killed 2 of them. I guess that's not too bad. Not amazing, though, of course. Is that guy dead? Yeah, that guy's so totally dead. Alright, yeah, well, we're basically done. Not much more for me to do here, apart from maybe teleport some people, or... What does teleporting people actually do? Let's actually see if it gives me spellcraft. It does. It does give me spellcraft. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, look at that, look at that. We actually gained a pretty good amount of spellcraft skill just from randomly using abilities. So how much did that actually give me? 3. Like, oh dear. It gave me 3 spellcraft skill. Ah, yes. Spare me. Give me those. Yeah, give me nothing. Thank you. That's great. Okay, so let's just take this guy because obviously we're going to be selling everyone. Let's see. How are we doing here? 31 days. I guess that's going to be fine. You know what? I'm going to take every single prisoner here. We're going to get 21. I think that's fine as well. Okay, fine. We'll make do with the amount of food that we have at the moment. I don't think we really want to be, we don't want to be super, whatever with that. We just want to try to make as much money as possible for some reason. I'm actually not entirely sure why I even need money at this point. But yeah, maybe it's going to be good. I don't know. I mean, generally the enchantments, I did buy quite a few enchantments. I'm assuming that the next stage of the quest is going to be owning even more enchantments, right? I'm going to assume that to be the case. So that means that I should probably make more money so that I can, well, buy the rest of them, right? So yeah, I obviously I do need spellcraft skill as well. I need to get to 200 to be able to learn some of those other enchantments as well. I think it's 200, and there's only 2 of them that require that, so it shouldn't be that bad, right? It should be absolutely fine for us. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go in here. We're just going to donate those prisoners, of course. And that's going to get us a pretty significant amount of cash. Should do, at least, especially with this guy. Yeah, as you can see, 131 influence. It's going to be very, very nice for us. And this of course, only works because we're a mercenary. If we were a vassal, or if we had our own faction, then this would be basically pointless. It wouldn't be good to take prisoners like this. So yeah, anyway, we'll just sell what we can here. There we go, another 17,000. I guess that's okay, right? I guess that's all right to a certain degree. And I guess I will go into the shaman and actually speak to him. And we'll see what we can do. I want to know about special bits. How's to make things proper shiny. Okay, yeah, so as you can see here, no, we need 175 for this. We need 200 for that. Not enough teeth. Oh. Do I literally not have enough teeth? That's actually quite hilarious. Okay, I guess I'll just learn that. Yeah, so I don't have enough teeth. There are so many things that bottleneck you. It's absolutely terrible. Oh, dearie me. Okay, yeah, so I only have 6 teeth. Of course, I don't really need teeth to be able to maintain our army. Because obviously that's the thing. You don't actually need teeth to pay people. You just need teeth to upgrade them, right? As far as I'm aware, at least. That's how it was in the previous Orc series. So what we're going to need to do is, well, I will personally need to go probably back to the shrine, because it's probably going to be ready by now for us to go and loot it. But yeah, otherwise we have 5. We've still only looted 5 shrines. That's pretty terrible. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.